we go. This thing is elite.
Yeah, right. All right. John Rose.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
This
How
is
are
my
you?
buddy John Rose. We trained together at LIMMA.
Yes, sir.
This man's a savage.
So is this dude.
Nah, son.
Oh, yeah, real talk. Seriously.
Nah, yeah. You've been getting mad good lately, bro. Like, I've been seeing you improving
Yeah.
leaps and bounds.
I'm really trying. So hopefully, I could take it to the next level soon. I'm trying to. I know you are too. You want to fight too, right?
I do. I want to have 2 fights. I want
What?
to have one in kickboxing and then one in MMA.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. I honestly, it doesn't even matter anymore, like which is first.
Yeah.
I just want to get in there, feel it,
I know, bro. That's the one thing is that it's always just understanding that adrenaline
I know.
and just the crazy emotions of being
Yeah, making that walk, I feel like you find out what type of dude you are when you're doing that, and that's what I want to go through. I want to know who I am,
No, dead ass. I mean, I feel like fighting in general is a big way of finding out who you are and what you're capable of in general,
Yeah, you could even take lessons away from sparring and stuff and just classes in general.
100%.
Realizing how tough you are, because I've taken my licks there and I still do to this day. Last night, I sparred last night. I was getting my ass beat, but that's how you learn, So I'm sticking with the process.
Good man.
I know you are too.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. But
yeah, it's definitely tough.
It's never fun getting fucking dominated on the mat. You know?
No, getting grinded out for however many minutes, doesn't even matter how many minutes it is. It's torturous.
Oh yeah.
In many ways,
Yeah.
But that's it's grueling, but you find out what type of dude you are when in those moments,
That's the game, bro.
Yeah.
That's the game.
That's how it goes.
What's your hardest round? Do you ever remember having a really difficult round where you're just getting fucking sloshed, bro?
Oh yeah, in those Tuesdays and Thursday mornings.
Yeah.
It's just when I go to those, when I get the chance to, if I don't have work, if I'm off, I'll go to them, and it's just you're getting me personally, I'm just getting grinded out the whole entire time, literally the whole entire time, and it's just it is what it is. It's how you get better, though, man.
Yeah.
But out of not one round really sticks to me. It's just all of them are equally painful and
True.
I'm being dominated most, on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get better on the ground, I definitely put a lot more time into my striking.
Same.
I've been trying to put more time into jiu-jitsu and learn how to work off the cage and all that stuff.
True. Well, you did really good on Saturday, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, and that kid that you were going against, just pull it in a little closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kid you were going against, he's a pure grappler too.
Yeah, he was a high school wrestler. He was telling me some Sachem and stuff.
And he trains at 10th Planet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All things considered, you guys are 10 pounds apart. You did a great job.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
I definitely feel like I had the advantage on the feet, but
100%.
Yeah, I mean he was he likes to shoot, that dude. But
Yeah,
that's his game, So I was just because Brian was telling me work off throw the jab low. This way, if somebody wants to come in on you, they're gonna meet that jab. If you're throwing it to the body. So that's what I was doing, and it was working.
Yep.
And
also, you're very Muay Thai fundamental too in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You have the narrow stance, high guard.
Yeah.
If against a grappler like that or a wrestler like that, if you get your stance a little bit lower,
Yeah.
night.
I know.
Night, bro.
I know. It's just I watch so much. I'm obsessed with Muay Thai. And,
I know.
Kickboxing and striking, just in general.
Dude, I know.
It's just I'm just drawn to it. So I watch so much of like Muay Thai fighters. So I just feel like I kind of inherit that, and I do have kind of the body. I'm a pretty long dude. I'm skinny.
Yep.
I like to throw kicks. So
You're like Jonathan Haggerty though. You literally.
Yeah.
I mean, same physique, in a way.
Yeah, he's somebody I watch daily almost. He'll just show up on my YouTube feed, and if he does, you gotta watch it.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's the general.
He's entertaining as fuck, bro.
Oh yeah, he's got elbows, man.
Oh my god.
He comes in he'll throw that teep, and then he comes in off the feint. Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
He grabs it from the back.
Yeah, I don't ever want to feel an elbow like that, bro.
Nah, that's one thing I haven't been hit with yet.
Yep.
Doing this, and that's what I feel. Like that's gonna hurt when it does happen.
Oh, big time, bro.
Yeah, knees suck.
You've gotten kneed?
Yeah.
Have you gotten kneed to the face yet?
No.
It blows.
Yeah, you have. Oh God.
Yo, mostly in grappling. Bro.
Yeah.
No, one time, bro, I was going with Kareem in the lead up to this camp, and he was throwing these head kicks. And I was like, oh, all right, like that's not a problem. I was blocking the head kicks or whatever, and so I went in for a body shot, like a jab.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he's going left high kick, and I'm like, I'm ducking in.
Yeah.
Straight up kneed in the side of the head, bro.
I've been close with that, and one thing that terrifies me is it going straight into the bridge, man, right into the nose.
Looking like Mike Perry, bro.
Oh yeah, just
fucking
complete other side.
looking like Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward.
Nose hanging and
Mike
shit.
Perry, that poor dude. His last fight,
my
he
God.
literally took a beating for 15 minutes straight, and just didn't care.
Well, you know what? I feel for a guy in his position. He just had a kid.
Yeah,
He's definitely got some issues to sort out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to talk on anybody's mental health, but he definitely
has many issues to sort out.
Yeah, he's got a few screws loose, I'd say.
100%.
But that's what makes him who he is.
Well, I mean, that's why everyone loves, his post-fight speeches and shit.
Yeah.
It's always weak. It's always never
always
a dull moment.
And even that beef with Darren Till,
God.
like beef, I don't even know what I feel like they're best friends secretly.
Bro, low key.
Right?
No, it's like when Darren was like calling out Rob Whitaker. He's like, Rob?
Shit. I love Bobby Knuckles, man. Robert Whitaker's my guy.
Nah, Bobby Knuckles is a fucking savage, bro. And his last fight showed it. The last two fights, bro.
He dominated Gastelum. Yeah, bad.
Bro, that was ridiculous. And Cannonier. Well, actually, Cannonier kind of rocked him, but
yeah, I mean, he had his shots, but I think Robert Whitaker actually broke his ulna bone with a body kick.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, like that's
power.
That's a hard kick coming in. That's like a baseball bat coming at your forearm. And he does that. He'll throw that jab straight and then throw the high kick off the straight.
That's like Carlos Condit, bro.
I know.
That is the Carlos Condit combination.
Yeah, he's a killer. The natural born killer.
Yeah.
That man's a beast. He's a legend.
It's too bad, all the injuries that happened, like, in his prime and shit.
Yeah. He's Muay Thai. Yeah.
He's a fucking beast.
He's got a great style.
You ever seen the video where he was like at like an army base?
Yeah, and he's teaching them jiu-jitsu and just submitting everybody in like under a minute.
Yeah. And then they go in the ring and this guy, he's like trying to like show off and he's like, whoa, whoa, and he's like throws like this crazy combination and Condit's just like, bitch, what?
He's like,
he's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, he's like, please don't.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, his striking is
next level.
Next level, yeah. He's one of those great strikers that you always love to watch, Like, really. He's violent. Violent dude.
That's the sport, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't it so great to be fans of probably the chillest, but also the most violent sport?
Yep. I mean,
oh my God.
I've been a fan since, it's kind of starting to get mainstream now, in a way.
Key.
A little bit. I'm starting to see more, like, I'll call them casuals. The casuals of the game.
It's facts.
They're coming out of the woodwork. But I know
slowly.
I've always said that people are going to be drawn to MMA and the UFC in general. Even One Championship is getting huge now. They're on TNT every Wednesday, I believe. Or
yeah,
could be. I think it's tonight. Yeah, or tomorrow, something like that. It's free.
Yeah, actually, I don't know, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's getting way big.
You're just seeing more and more like of these mainstream TV like the channels. They want to start getting in on it, because they know it's big. Dead
ass though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm excited to see who's going to be like the next big competitor with the UFC. Like Bellator's not bad, but
they kind of just get all the scraps that UFC drops.
Low key though, right?
But they create interesting fights.
True. Yoel Romero.
Yeah, who is he fighting? Anthony Rumble.
Yeah,
bro. Come on, dude. Like that's two bulls going at it.
Dude, Romero is just starting to age and he still looks like he's 30.
Guy's traps are just, he doesn't have a neck.
Dude, he's going to be the Bellator light heavyweight champion. I'm telling you.
I could definitely see that.
100%.
I feel like he has so much skill to be in that promotion,
Dude, so much skill and
he's tough.
Tough as fuck, bro.
Yeah, his chin is it's like just never deteriorates. His fight with Paulo Costa, oh my god,
banger, bro.
oh my god, probably one of
banger.
That was probably like one fight that sticks with me where it was just constant action the whole time.
The fact that Romero stood up and just banged with this fucking monster, bro.
He didn't even
and just absorb these shots, and he was just like sticking his tongue out.
Yeah,
fucking,
he's like shaking his head at him, just a complete savage.
Yeah. Well, it's like that picture of when Paulo Costa head kicked him.
Yeah,
and he didn't go down.
It's like his face went to a different universe for a second.
Dude, he was, yeah.
That I remember that picture,
dude,
of it smacking him on the jaw, and you could see his whole face just rumble.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put that up for over all the viewers for sure, because that's fucked, man.
Yeah, that's a rough shot. How you don't get knocked out from that is beyond me.
Insanity.
You know, that's bare shin too,
bro. Literally, like I thought I had a chin, but. This guy.
Yeah, I know. Like I'll take my fair share of licks, but I don't know. Apollo Costa head kick coming in, smacking me on the chin. I don't know. Truth.
And you know what? That's something that impresses me about you too. Is that like you're like in the 150s, right?
Yeah.
You bang with a lot of bigger dudes. No,
yeah.
But you stand up and fucking trade.
Yeah, man.
Way bigger dudes, bro.
Yeah, I mean you're bigger than me. You know, I mean. I like to go with them because they're in the same, you know, we're all longer.
Truth.
I mean, most of the people at my weight are going to be, I feel like, a little bit stockier, shorter, not really have the long reach, but they'll be good grapplers, you know. So that's why it's good that I do go with the big dudes, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that you feel the power, so that, you know, like, because a lot of these smaller guys, you would fight at bantamweight, right?
Either maybe feather.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, bantamweight, that's a sock. 135.
Truth.
I feel like I'd be super unhealthy at that weight.
Yeah.
But
no, you'd be like Sugar Sean.
Yeah, little Sugar Sean vibes, Juicy John, you know.
Yeah.
But
I could Juicy John.
Juicy John.
All right. Who gave you this one? Is that
Shout out to Pooch, Tommy Pooch.
Yeah, I fuck with that nickname. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. Nah, but that's another fighter that I admire. I mean, that's probably my favorite fighter at the moment, to be honest.
Sugar?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, that last knockout. Oh, double knockout.
Yeah, I mean, he just starched that guy all over the octagon, you know.
It didn't even look competitive.
It didn't. And that's what's pretty crazy because Thomas Almeida is a scrapper. Bro. He's a stud.
He might, well, I mean, I will give him the fact that he did lose 4 in a row going into the Sean fight.
Yeah.
Which kind of blows because, you know, he's like a legend low-key.
He is. I mean, he was in the UFC long time ago, you know. And he came in when he was like 22 or something, like super young, you know. So I didn't think he was going to dominate him like that, and he just did.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
It's just so tough for like the shorter dudes in that weight class to deal with his range. His teeps are just, you know.
Bro, dead ass though.
They come in so quick, so accurate, you know.
Exactly. And like, what is he, like a purple belt in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I believe so.
So even if he gets to the ground,
I mean, it's not like he's gonna get dominated. I mean, unless he's going up against, you know, like
Ricky Simone.
Yeah, like
one of those guys. Dominic Cruz, maybe.
If you're gonna look at a guy like, I know he's retired, but like Cejudo, he was that title holder. So
yeah, that's too bad that he retired.
I know, right? I feel like he'll come back, maybe, possibly.
I don't know if he can because I don't know how long it's gonna take for him to re-enter the USADA testing pool.
Oh, true.
Because he officially pulled himself out of the rankings, you know.
So what, it takes like a while to get back into that stuff?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it takes like a year or something like that, like a long time.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Did you hear Dillashaw and Sandhagen got canceled, man?
So tight.
I know.
So tight.
I was so hyped for that fight.
You know, everyone's shitting on the new main event, which is going to be Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson.
Yeah.
That's really not a bad fight.
The karate hottie.
Maybe. Maybe a little bit.
You know, she's got great striking.
Yeah, she's a savage.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a savage. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, people are like, oh, I can't believe we have to watch this bullshit now. We could have had Dillashaw Sandhagen. Bro, I mean, like, this is a good fight.
Anybody that's making that walk, it's never bullshit, you know? I mean, you got two people going to war.
Bro.
Who?
Jake Paul, Ben Askren.
Oh, I mean, come on. I'm talking making the walk to the octagon. That guy just called out Kamaru Usman. Jake Paul.
Oh, my God. I saw that, bro.
Yeah.
And it made me wanna cringe.
It's so cringe. Oh my god. I mean, there was a point where like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I hated him so much. But now it's just like I don't even want to put energy towards like thinking about him being a good boxer.
I can relate.
You know, like it's just like if you're a real fan of the fight game, you don't pay attention to Jake Paul. I feel like.
Yeah, well, it's
unless
hard
unless he
to,
signs
though.
to fight. I mean, like
I will have so much respect for him if he steps into an octagon.
Yeah, me too.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't respect him at all right now because he's doing boxing with YouTubers who don't train as hard as him, who don't have enough money to get these coaches that he has. You know, he's training with Jorge. You know, he just lost, but he's training with Jorge.
Jorge's Jorge.
Exactly, bro. He's training with fucking these world-class fighters, you know, these world-class coaches. And who are these YouTubers training with? You know, they're training with their local dude down at their local Tommy down at the gym.
Their dad in the basement.
Like,
you know, I mean,
like, they got an Everlast bag from Walmart, and now they're like, I'm a boxer.
Got Everlast hand wraps, the whole nine.
Dude, dead ass. No, but like, yeah, it's just a joke. And if he steps into an octagon, respect.
I mean, I'd honestly, I'd even have respect for him if he took like a boxing fight against like maybe an up and coming amateur that's trying to turn pro with like 25 wins, you know, like a bunch of knockouts. If he stepped in there and won that, then you have my respect, and I could say then officially that you're a real boxer.
You changed my mind. Yeah, I
a little
bit.
bit.
Agree with you. No,
if you think about it like that.
No, 100%. Yeah, I agree with you. Well, it seems like he's gonna fight Tommy Fury.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That should be nice. But Tommy Fury's also fought some scrubs, bro. Like.
Really?
Yeah, Jake was like, yeah, he's fought guys with like 5 wins and then fucking like 200 losses, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like shitty records. I haven't looked into it myself though, so you know, you can't really quote me, but
And what is it? That's Tyson Fury's cousin or
like nephew, I think.
Nephew?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
he's a youngin.
Yeah, I've seen that dude.
He's a big motherfucker.
I've seen him talk. He's a big dude. He's definitely got the talk. Let's see if he could back it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's got the walk. He's a Fury, bro.
Yeah, if you're a Fury, I mean, if you're training with Tyson Fury, I feel like you got to pick up a few things, right?
Bro, I guarantee you, if he signs to fight Jake Paul, Tyson Fury is going to fucking be in his corner.
Oh,
Tyson's going to be training him, and it won't even be a competition, bro.
I hope so. Somebody needs to humble that kid.
Dude,
he needs to be humbled.
I loved when DC walked up to him on Saturday night and was just like, bitch, who the fuck you talking about?
Wagging his finger in his face like an old man.
Yeah, he really is such a grandpa.
Oh, he is, but I'm into it. You know?
Nah, dead ass though.
He did say he wants to smash his face. You know?
Shit, I mean, I don't blame him. It's hard not to want to just absolutely smack the shit out of Jake Paul.
I mean, I know I do.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
In a kickboxing fight, I think we'd have it.
Oh, yeah.
In regular boxing, I don't know, though. Because he trains with, like, these great guys.
He does, and that's what he dedicates most of his time to. And, like, that's what he did. Respect to him, though, because he has the time to be able to do that from working hard with YouTube and all that stuff. I mean, he's a good businessman.
Very.
So when you put it all together, I mean, he just has time to solely focus on his boxing.
Straight up.
With these huge, great trainers that he's paying enormous amounts of money for. But it's not really big amounts of money to him because he's...
Exactly.
I don't even know what he is, a millionaire, billionaire, who cares?
Probably a millionaire, but it's chump change to him. Bro.
Yeah, I mean,
he wipes
got
his
a lot
ass
of
with
money.
that money, bro.
Yeah, so, but kickboxing, that's a whole different realm, you know?
Oh, 100%.
Like, I remember the first time I got, like, a head kick thrown my way, I was like, oh, shit. I didn't really see that coming in, you know? It comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast, kickboxing.
Yeah. Very fast. And if you don't have your hands up, because you remember how I used to fight. I used to fight fucking hands down, bro.
Yeah, you used to...
It was the stupidest shit I've ever done in my life.
Notorious look.
Exactly.
You used to like to slip.
I still do, but not as much. I definitely keep up with the head movement, but
yeah,
I definitely have like right hand glued to my head and like left hand out posted.
I know. I feel like sometimes I find myself like leaving my hands a little bit lower. I like to use my head, but most of the time I'm tight guard.
Yeah.
You know.
Straight up.
And I'm a counter puncher too, so you know.
You are a counter puncher.
Yeah. I do like to work off the counters. I've been trying to work on my pressing, you know, like pressing the
like
base.
pressure, yeah.
But
well, you got nasty boxing too.
Yeah, thank you.
You're not bad inside the. I know that you like to stay long, but you're not that bad inside the pocket either.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to go into the pocket. You know, I'll chuck some bombs in the pocket.
Weak.
You know,
Yeah.
not scared. Don't be scared, homie. But
Oh, I'm weak.
shout out Nick Diaz.
I hope he loses.
You don't like him?
I just. Everyone's like, yo, he's gonna come back and he's gonna fuck everyone up, bro. Nick Diaz army, bro. And I'm just like, dude, stop.
I mean, he's definitely old. Maybe he's withered. I don't know. He looks in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he is.
Yet again, and we haven't seen him fight in, what, 8 years, 7 years, something like that.
What was his last fight? Maybe GSP?
Was it George?
I think
it was George. Where you at, George?
Yeah. That was a good fight, too.
Yeah. I mean, he's a tough dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a chin.
Well, he was also set, bro. When he fought Anderson Silva and he just fucking, like, sat in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I mean, do that
Who
against
does
the
that?
best striker probably ever.
Who does that, bro?
You gotta be pretty crazy. Definitely nuts.
Oh, 100%.
What do you think about Nate and Leon?
Leon's gonna fucking smash
I think he's gonna
Nate's face in, bro.
Starch that dude.
Dude, it's not. When you talk about not even being a competition, I don't think it's gonna be a competition.
Leon Edwards is so good.
And he's so powerful.
Yes, and he's very technical and doesn't make mistakes, really. Rarely.
I mean, I feel so bad for Bilal, but
Yeah.
that fight, Bilal would have lost that fight.
It was just starting to open up to where it was, you know, the leverage was kind of going with Leon. He was picking him apart a little bit, you know.
It's ridiculous.
And it's definitely unfortunate that eye pokes suck.
Dude, that was probably the worst reaction in history to an eye poke.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
I mean, I thought his eye was out the way he reacted, but let it be known, being poked in the eye is not fun.
Not fun.
Nobody wants to go through that. It
No.
sucks.
No, not at all.
So, and it was bleeding. Like the inside of his eyeball was bleeding, I'm pretty sure. So,
yeah, that was nasty.
yeah, not good.
Well, that's what
Dangerous.
happened. Well, that's what I thought happened when it was you and Pooch. Right?
Yeah, with Pooch.
But it was just a cut under his eye.
I caught him right under, like, here. Thank God.
Bro, I literally thought he was bleeding from his eyeball.
And he was in like agony. So I was like, damn, I think I just did
Ended
some
this man's
damage.
career,
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck.
Yep.
You know,
Nah, dead ass.
it's like shit. But thankfully, it was just under the eye.
Yeah, thank God.
Little
bro.
scrape.
Yeah. Painful though, but
Yeah,
still
he's a tough dude.
very. Yeah. Well, I mean, bro, he was telling me a story. You know how fucking in his last fight at welterweight, he got hit so hard that he like had to hold the vomit in his mouth and shit. I probably gotta restart the cameras. But yeah, no, he's a tough motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite fighter, by the way?
All time,
Yeah.
Conor McGregor.
Easy choice.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not a fanboy or nothing, but that's the man that got me into it.
Truth.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fight all time?
Either Conor Nate 2 or Conor Mendez. I'd say.
Conor Mendez was a great night too.
Oh, it was great.
That was an unbelievable night. You had fucking the co-main event, bro, was Robbie Lawler.
Lawler and who?
McDonald,
too.
That was a ridiculous
a
fight.
war. I mean, an absolute. You want to talk about a war?
You want to talk about life-changing?
Yeah,
fight.
life-altering events. You know, like,
Seriously though.
like he wasn't the same after that. McDonald.
Yeah, now he's
He
in
like
PFL.
found God after that and stuff. You know, like.
When you get fucked up that hard,
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, it
you
does
have no
stuff to you.
choice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was terrible.
and I mean, Robbie Lawler's an absolute killer. So.
Not anymore though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, he would definitely kill us, but that goes without saying.
Oh, for sure.
But Colby Covington though dominated Robbie Lawler, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Colby's a beast. I feel like if anybody's going to beat Kamaru or give Kamaru at least a run for his money, it's Colby, you know?
It's true. But I do think that Kamaru is going to win the rematch.
You think they'll grapple at all?
No.
No, right?
I think it's going to be
I think
a
they're going to
straight
stand and
stand-up.
bang.
Stand and bang. Yep.
Again. I know. I was thinking about that. I would like to see them wrestle, though. See who's got the upper hand in wrestling. It would be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. That is tough because, you know, like, that's like both their games and
Yeah, I mean, that's what got them to the show, you know?
yeah. The only thing that was entertaining about Colby though back in the day was just his trash talk.
Yeah.
Like when he started doing the trash talk, like he was just like Kamaru, like, you know, like a relatively boring fighter.
Yeah.
Like very few finishes.
Doesn't really draw much, you know.
Yeah.
Nowadays he does, but when he first came in, I mean, where he really took off is when he called the whole country Brazil a dump.
Oh my god, dude.
After he beat who did he beat there?
RDA.
RDA, yeah.
Imagine having the balls, bro.
Brazil, you're a dump.
Bro, I mean, let's put politics aside for a second.
Yeah.
If you're in the home country of the person you just beat, and then, so you just insulted them like that.
Yeah.
Dominated them. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, your country is shit. You people are shit. You have to have the biggest fucking balls on the planet to know that, to feel like you're not going to get murdered
on the walk out, you know? Like, especially in Brazil, I don't think they take that lightly.
Just thinking about it stresses me out.
They take a lot of pride in their fighters.
Take a lot of pride in their culture.
Yeah, in their culture.
They should, you know?
Yeah, as everybody should. But especially Brazil, you know, they're a tough group.
Exactly.
For sure.
Fucking
founders of jiu-jitsu.
Exactly, bro.
You know?
Yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is something else, bro.
It's probably, yeah, I mean, I've come to learn it's the most dominant, like, you know, discipline.
Well, it is, in a lot of ways, it's not unfortunate, but I feel it's unfortunate that, like, in the next 10 years, wrestling is going to be the big move in the UFC. Like, most fighters are going to have a wrestling base.
Yeah.
And that's probably how they're going to fight. You know, we're not going to really see too many stand and bang wars anymore. I don't know.
I feel like there'll always be like a few dudes that, you know, just love to scrap and bring the stand and bang aspect. But when you look at like guys like Khabib and you see their success, like going 29-0 and like just completely dominating everybody that you face.
Unbelievable career.
You know, yeah, absolutely outstanding. But, you know, when you look at that, I feel like you think to yourself, maybe I should up my wrestling a little bit, you know?
Yeah, well, fucking bro, I mean,
it's tough though.
For us, you know, like we've been striking pretty much only for the past, you've been coming for like 2.5 years, right?
Yeah, like around there, like 2.5.
Yeah, I'm almost 3 years in. I did jiu-jitsu when I first started, but then I quit, you know, and I was just doing striking. And so now that I'm getting back into grappling, bro, it's not even a competition. Like, these guys are just fucking like what I was talking about before we started the podcast with Tom Pooch, like yesterday morning. Bro, he's like, yo, Sao Joao, let's go a fucking round.
Sao Joao.
I was like, yeah, all right, no problem. I was like, let's fucking do this. And so you start out in like open guard or like half guard. And bro, by the end of it, he's just on top in full mount, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice. And he's just like raining down shots. And I'm like, I'm going to get out of this, bro. I'm going to just like, boom, boom, just getting pieced the fuck.
Yeah.
Just, you're going to get out?
Yeah, just raining shots down on you.
Bro, it was like Kevin Holland, bro.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland versus fucking Vittori.
That's how I feel most times when I'm wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Have you gotten taken down like that and just like smothered?
Oh, yeah.
That's so brutal.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. It's not fun.
No.
A little bit demoting, but.
True.
As long as you keep getting back up, man, you know?
Yeah, that's the one thing. If you have like a crazy heart.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have a big heart, like having a lot of heart during fighting and stuff. You gotta know how to use it though. You know?
Exactly.
Can't be too overzealous and stuff.
I have that problem. as everyone knows.
Emotional.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Yeah, like bro, I was going with fucking Kike one Saturday, and you know Kike is not exactly a light puncher.
No, he's very good and very powerful.
Very good and very powerful.
Yeah.
And bro, so I'm like, you know, the round started out all right, but then I started to lose my cardio, and he started to hit me, and I was like, uh-oh. So I just like shelled up, and I was like, hit me, fucking hit me, and I'm just like screaming at him, just hit me, and he was like, okay.
He's like, okay.
Just fucking, bro, it was just pure domination on Kike's part.
Yeah, that's another tough thing in fighting. Like when your cardio goes, and it's just like you and you know your legs aren't there, you know, and that's when you start to not think, and that's when you get caught, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I've been running so much just to like help me with that.
True. No, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Keeping the cardio good.
Good man. Do you do like the bike sprints at all, like the Aerodyne bike?
No, during the summer I want to get into like cycling and, you know, like the long distance bike rides, but just for now, I run. Like,
Okay.
try to get like 4 miles.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, 4 miles was probably my maximum running distance.
Yeah, like the yesterday I think, or 2 days ago, I ran 6.
Whoa, look at this guy. Leaps and bounds, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, I ran 6 miles in 50 minutes, like just around my neighborhood.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, it's good. And I do notice when I do run, like it helps. I looked it up too. It helps with shin conditioning as well, because like when
Really?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's a myth, but
It might be.
it could be.
But that sounds
I feel like
right.
I heard it on YouTube out of some fighting camp. Like
True.
if you, like the main things for shin conditioning, are kicking bags, like and running.
Muay Thai guys do a lot of running. Like
Yeah.
I remember I was watching like a little documentary about I don't remember what gym it was, but
Probably Tiger Muay Thai.
it was a smaller gym. I don't think it was like one of the big ones like that. But the guys every single morning,
Run
and
like
these
what?
guys
Like-
their entire day is training.
Like 5 miles they run, right? Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw the same thing that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to me that's nuts, you know. And then they're going and like sparring each other like full pace, like after they run the 5 miles.
Yeah. Well, that's also one thing I really like about the Thai guys is that they don't go like hard rounds.
Yeah, it's more
They
tech
play.
sparring, you know.
Oh no, Of course. There we go. Somewhat. It'll resolve itself.
It'll resolve itself. It'll all work itself out.
But yeah, bro, fucking Muay Thai guys are probably the craziest guys out there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be mentally, physically
In shape.
at the peak of toughness to compete in Muay Thai, I feel like.
Well, especially with like the shins and shit, you know, like checking a kick is not easy.
No.
You know, just ask Chris Weidman,
Yeah. Oh.
unfortunately. That is so unfortunate, bro.
That is very unfortunate.
That's probably like the end of his career right there.
I hate to see it. I mean, I would think it would be, but knowing the All-American, he'd probably come back and try to
Oh,
keep winning.
100%.
You know, that guy's just a fighter.
He's one of those very like tough guys, you know what I mean?
No, yeah. I mean, just he was definitely in agony, but you
To
know,
say the least.
he snapped his shin in half, and I mean, he took it like a champ.
He did, and I love what he said, you know, post-fight. He was like, I always try to find like the silver lining, and the second that I hit the ground, you know, I was thinking, what positive can I get from this? That's a championship mindset if I've ever
Yeah.
heard one.
I mean, to be able to even think that way after your shin snaps in half, and I mean, he tried to put, that was the worst part, when he tried to put the weight back on it and land back on it.
Talk about cringe.
I was like, oh, I couldn't watch it. It was
I
like a
know.
peg leg.
Yikes.
Yeah, rough.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had my fair share of shin injuries too, so that's like
No, yeah.
the cherry on top.
Yeah, clattering shins with another person is not fun.
John O'Day does that really well. The check.
The checks.
Because he leads with his knee.
Yes.
And bro, nasty.
He's checked a few of my kicks, actually. And yeah, you're right. 100%.
It's just pure knee.
Yep. Like right on your shin bone. And
And
it
then you have
sucks.
to like work out the lump, bro. You just have to rub the lump.
Dude, I've had one, like I had a lump in my shin for like, I shit you not, like a month. Like a month straight, bro.
Week.
Dude, it was crazy.
My shin was a balloon.
My foot was a balloon.
Whoa, that was actually a really good fucking impersonation, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm
What the hell?
a Connor fanatic.
I feel you. A lot of people these days are. You're
Yeah.
fucking casual.
I am a casual. I'm a casual. Nah, I followed him. Me and my brother actually got him into me. He heard about him during Cage Warriors.
Wow.
Yeah.
That long ago?
Yeah.
That's
So we
fucking
watched
nuts.
we watched him win the second belt in Cage Warriors at lightweight
Yeah.
after he moved up to featherweight, and then we were like, all right, this guy's gonna get signed, like because my family was always big into UFC, so and we're Irish. So, you know, this leprechaun looking guy that talks a bunch of shit and like has the most beautiful striking you've ever seen is
Right.
just bursts onto the scene. You're like, damn, like, you know, that guy is cultivating, you know?
He really does have like the purest, like hands down fucking
Oh,
just
I mean,
karate striking I've ever seen.
He just understands like the realm of striking, like, so it's like crazy to me. That's why I fell in love with him, just like watching him move. Like like remember the Conor McGregor with the bounce?
100%.
Come on, man. He used to float like a butterfly. Hopefully he comes out in July with the bounce, not the stiff boxing stance that he has now.
Yeah, well, I think he is because that's the way he's been training on the bag and shit. But, bro, he also looks so stupid trying to do, like, the Muay Thai moves. Like, low-key, I'm sorry, but low-key. Like, honestly, the way that he's, like, checking the kicks, he's like...
Yeah, right? It looks just awkward to me. Like, I feel like his body... Like, because Muay Thai, you got to be compact and, like... Your body isn't really is more like free flowing. Like everything needs to be tight, you know. And like if you're checking a kick, it's got to be tight.
Yep.
So I feel like he's just like he was pretty much brought up on having that loose like kind of boxing style, you know. Like he's so flowy, you know.
Very.
Like Sean O'Malley's flowy, but I feel like he has better Muay Thai than Conor, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
And when they get into the rhythm, it's unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, once they start feeling it, as soon as Sean finds his range for you, it's really, if you don't take him down, in my opinion at least, it's a wrap.
Same with Izzy.
Yeah, you could say that for Izzy too. I mean, Jan had success with a takedown, and look what happened, you know.
Well,
but even on the feet,
huge, though.
Yeah, even on the feet though, a little bit, Jan was kind of busting him up.
I think he landed more significant strikes too.
Yeah,
Izzy. Like that's insane.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Izzy at middleweight is unmatched in my opinion, except for maybe Robert Whittaker. Now coming up, maybe.
I don't think so, man.
Who do you think is the best matchup for him right now?
Vettori.
Vettori?
I do.
You think so?
I think he'll wash Till, to be straight.
Do it, would you?
I think Izzy would wash Till.
Oh, yeah. What about Vettori Till? You think Vettori would have won that?
Actually, I do think Till would win that fight.
I know, right? Like
Till is a lot bigger and a lot stronger than Adesanya.
Yes.
And so I think that, and he has great takedown defense too.
He does.
Like, look at the clinch work he did with Kelvin Gastelum, and that's a very low human being.
Gastelum, you know, even Whittaker, he was stuffing takedowns off Whittaker. I think he got taken down a few times, but
straight up. Yeah.
Most of the time, like I feel like he denied a few attempts. He's definitely a strong guy.
Very.
I mean, you remember him at welterweight? Like, dude, his back was like
lat central, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
he is a fucking savage wrestler, bro.
Yeah.
People sleep on him for the wrestling, but
I know, he trains it a lot. That's why.
Well, he does have some boring fights at times.
Yeah.
But
that's for sure.
Bobby Knuckles, though.
Bobby Knuckles, that man's the truth.
I know.
Out of everybody in that division, I feel like the rematch that's the only person that could really beat Izzy, in my opinion, at that weight.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
I still think Romero won that fight.
With
Izzy.
Izzy?
Yeah. Just because of the fact that, like, he landed bombs, you know what I mean?
What, in their fight?
Yeah. And Izzy has a chin, you know, like that was impressive the way that he fucking took those bombs, but like, you know, his eye was starting to give him trouble, and all he really had was the leg kicks, in my opinion. I think Romero showed a more diverse skill set.
Yeah, I just feel like Joao would have won that fight if he pressed more, you know?
True.
Like you're not the title holder, you're the challenger, you know? You got to like Izzy is the title holder. He's not going to, you know, if you're just going to stand there, he's just going to do his game, and that's counter-striking, you know?
True.
So I feel like if he tried to shoot more, you know, throw more over, he landed the overhand like what, 3 times, 2 times, 3 times? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So I don't know. I feel like he should have put more output.
Yeah, I don't get that, you know, when you're in a championship fight.
Yeah, that's what, it was just weird to me.
Urgency is key.
Yeah, urgency. That's what, he had no urgency, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a little weird to me. Like, he was just like kind of just like too relaxed to be like challenging for the world strap.
And like the lead up to that fight was insane too, because, you know, how many years?
Yeah.
How many years?
Say go.
You have 2 hands, just like me. That guy's fucking.
They're breakdancing at the weigh-ins and shit.
Dude, that was probably one of the coolest build-ups to a fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was great because you were expecting like a war, and you were expecting Izzy to be tested with the takedown, and he didn't really shoot ever. For some reason, I mean, you're an Olympic wrestler. Why don't you? You know,
that was so frustrating.
Yeah, I feel like he was a little bit worried about maybe getting caught with like a knee coming in, or like
true,
maybe a kick to the, I don't know.
And it's all possible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what was going through Yoel Romero's head, and I'm not at the level that he's at, so
Never.
You know, I'm not going to speak on it.
Nah, if you're 43 now,
yeah, he's up there,
and you're still competing at the highest level,
in probably the most physically taxing sport. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, probably even more than football.
Yeah, I would say football comes in maybe a
Very close
hard second.
Yeah,
You know, but
very close second.
very close second. It's definitely more like tears in football, I'd say. But
Well, also the head trauma is probably a lot worse than football.
yeah, and that's crazy to think about, right? It's crazier for football guys that are wearing a helmet,
Yeah.
and you got dudes that are wearing 4-ounce leather gloves, just throwing bombs at each other's faces.
Well, that's why, like, I like rugby a lot better than football.
Yeah, one of my cousins is into rugby. He loves it. So
Well, in rugby, like, you'll definitely see some very hard hits.
yeah,
But the second that you give a man helmet and shoulder pads, that's like license to murder.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And the human rib cage can withstand like 1,500 pounds of force. So imagine getting hit by a 300-pound human being going at top speed and breaking your rib. That means that
Yeah.
man just fucking hit you like a vehicle.
like a vehicle.
Like straight up, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
And the head trauma as you're going down.
yeah, that reminds me of a broken rib. Matt Stafford on the
Yeah.
when he was on the Lions, he had a play like a game-winning drive. Actually, he broke his rib
Yeah.
on it was like 4 plays previous, and he took the Lions like another 50 yards,
Yeah.
like evading pressure, throwing bombs, and threw a touchdown with a broken rib, and then just goes to the sideline, and somebody like hits him on the back hard, and he's like, oh, like he was in agony, but like he's a tough dude.
Who did he get traded to?
The Rams.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean,
Poor Jared Goff.
yeah, you hate to see it.
Right?
I don't dislike Jared Goff, but he definitely got the short end of the stick on that one.
100%. 100%.
But it's cool for Matt Stafford, he's finally in a position to win, and he's a quarterback that could win.
Exactly. It's just a shame that the Lions low-key wasted his career.
Yeah, in a way they did.
It's just like what the Houston Texans were doing with Deshaun Watson before the shitstorm started.
Yeah, I feel for that guy. As long as, I don't feel for him if it's true,
Exactly.
obviously.
Exactly.
But, that's a lot of accusations to come out all at once,
27 accusations,
Like 20,
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was 24. It's 27.
Pretty sure.
Dear God.
I know, bro.
He must, not even have time to think. Imagine, all the pressure on you right now, man.
Oh, my gosh, bro. I know. That's for all parties involved.
Yeah, and
that's a terrible position.
And that's an athlete that's got the world by the
balls,
man.
Not anymore.
Unfortunately, not.
Another wasted career is going to be Dak Prescott. They're never going to win a Super Bowl.
Dak.
They're never going to win a Super Bowl ever.
Speaking on Weidman's injury, his injury was gruesome as well.
Him, Alex Smith,
Alex Smith.
all these guys, bro.
That dude broke his leg in half. Yeah.
Dude.
Wild.
I mean, I've broken bones in my life.
Yeah.
I've broken my feet multiple times. I broke my toe fucking like 3 weeks ago. and that's enough to deal with, but snapping your leg in half.
Like your femur. Are you kidding me with
Bro.
that? No. Yeah, the pain that has to endure going through that.
And then coming back from that.
Yeah, that's why you got to ultimate respect to Alex Smith.
100%. He's a savage.
Yeah, and I'm sure his family was probably like, please don't play again. He was like, I love it.
Dad, please, we have $100 million.
Yeah,
Why do you have to go and toss a fucking ball?
Yeah, really. Why do you have to go risk your body? We're already rich,
No, dead ass.
But it's just a love for the game.
Yeah, people don't understand,
And that's why he's great. He didn't just do it for money.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Did it for the love.
Yeah, just like DC said, he doesn't need the payday for Jake Paul. He just wants to beat his ass.
That would be a murder. That would be a legitimate homicide.
Oh yeah.
Even in just boxing.
You think so? Probably.
Because DC lands one shot, he's out.
Yeah, DC's probably so much more powerful than him. He was talking about in that interview though. He's like, I'll cut to 205 and fight him down there. I was like, geez.
I don't think that's a good idea for DC to do that. That would be...
Yeah, I was like, you're 42.
Yeah, that'd be risking a lot to cut down to 205.
You think you could do it still?
DC?
Probably could.
Anything is possible with the amount of body fat he has. That body fat content can probably, with a very good nutritionist, with very good supplementation, yes.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be rough.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
used to have a rough time already.
especially like when you're not haven't been training like consistently anymore.
Exactly. And you remember when the whole towel fucking thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Not a good idea.
he was like saying it confidently too. Like I was like in my head, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Jake Paul that one if he cuts to 205.
Yeah, I feel like he'd be too quick. Maybe, Jake Paul is not by any means bad.
Exactly.
He just picks lollipops for his opponents, and that's why he doesn't get respect in the fight game.
I am fucking weak. He
Yeah.
picks lollipops.
It's the truth, man. I mean, you want to go into the MMA world and start talking a bunch of shit, but yet again, you chose to take a boxing match with probably the worst striker I've ever seen compete in MMA. Don't get me wrong, he's probably one of the best wrestlers to ever compete.
Straight up.
Like Ben Askren, but his striking in general is just bad.
Terrible.
Like bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what Ben Askren's thought process was besides money.
Payday.
That's probably it. That's probably like the only.
That's why he was smiling his ass off with his wife on the way out after he just got starched by some YouTuber.
Dude. And he's such a fucking G though for like just he doesn't give a shit about the criticism at all.
Yeah, I mean, more power to him.
Yeah, that's like.
And he's rich as fuck.
Yeah, now he is. Now he's got a milli.
You
He's like a big. He's big into crypto and shit.
Yeah, and I mean, in the sport that he was good at, he did what he had to do. Like, I mean, the guy
Exactly.
was a champion.
Yeah.
Not in the UFC, but
Straight.
still was a champion.
He's just such a roastable guy, though. It
Oh,
sucks. Like when he went up against Jordan Burroughs in pure wrestling.
Oh yeah,
That actually made me sad.
Jordan Burroughs is amazing.
Yeah, that bout actually made me very, very sad for Ben Askren.
Yeah,
Because not only in MMA did he lose, I think that was actually before the Jorge fight, maybe before the Jorge
yeah, I
fight.
think it was.
But no, one of the cameras went off. But fucking. Even after the Robbie Lawler fight, not a proud moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a proud moment in the
I
slightest.
mean, that fight could have been stopped if you really think about it. Should have been stopped. Yeah, probably should have been. Let's be real.
That was actual domination on the part of Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, and then that bulldog choke was. There's a lot of controversy on if he was like actually out or not.
I'm kind of on the fence on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I really am because
He does go limp, but at the same time, it looks like he's there. You know?
And that's like such a problem with like being a ref in MMA.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta cut the ref some slack there.
And I mean, Herb Dean has had his share of controversies though.
Oh yeah,
Stop the fight.
Dan Hardy.
Oh my god,
Are you kidding me, Herb?
dude, what an asshole.
Yeah, I mean,
That was such an asshole moment.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dana was just looking for any excuse to fire him at that point.
Dan Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why when they fired him, they were like, he got into an altercation with a female employee.
Yeah, right.
Like, all
Aaron's
right.
like, what does that mean?
Yeah, why are you putting it out there like that?
Yeah. I mean, just say you fired him.
Deadass. No, they were definitely looking for any excuse to just cut him.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted him anymore.
Well, he was getting too ballsy. Like, he made that whole video about Herb Dean.
Yeah.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, he literally like went through all these terrible stoppages from like Herb Dean essentially.
Oh wow.
And he's like, this fucking sucked. Notes. And he just like roasted the shit out of him, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
I don't know. It's probably extremely tough being a ref though.
Bro.
You know? Because if I see like Robbie Lawler's whole body go limp, I'm going to stop the fight too.
Oh, 100%.
You know, I mean, he's not moving.
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
Yeah, no, I mean, but Herb Dean has also had some great stoppages. I'm pretty sure he was the ref for Tim Sylvia, and I forgot who he was fighting against when he broke his arm. He had him in the arm bar, and he literally snapped his fucking forearm in half.
Really?
Yeah, and Tim Sylvia was going to keep fighting.
Oh, shit.
But I think it was Herb Dean stopped the fight.
He's like, dude, what are you doing?
Literally saved his career, bro.
Probably. I mean, imagine throwing there's nothing for like the shock, the vibration, like it would just, oh my God.
Dude.
That makes me cringe right now.
I know, bro. Like literally, like with my ankle right now, throwing a leg kick
Sucks.
It sucks, but throwing a punch with a broken forearm, that's literally impossible.
Yeah, I had I'm pretty sure I have a boxer's fracture right here. So it's been rough.
Damn.
Like just punching with it sucks. So I could only imagine. The other day I was sparring with Nog, and
Yikes.
I threw a body kick pretty hard, but I didn't really set it up. I was kind of just throwing it to just like kind of throw it because there was open space, which I shouldn't have done. And it like the beginning of where like your ankle goes to your foot, like just smashed right into his elbow, like super like sharp elbow. And I was like,
that's how I broke my toe.
Yeah, it's still messed up right now. Like it's bad.
That sucks.
That's honestly probably the worst pain I've felt so far, like training out of my 2 years or whatnot.
Damn.
Like that kind of pain, it's rough.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather get hit in the face, honestly.
Low key, sometimes, yeah, I feel that way too. I'd rather take a bunch of fucking beatings than break a leg.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and body shots suck too.
Yeah, well, speaking of fucking Tall John, bro. I mean, I was actually just talking about it with Pooch this morning about how, like, when I first started coming in and, like, doing striking, every single time Tall John and I went, he would fucking drop me with a left body kick. Every time. And it was like tradition, bro.
Tradition.
I swear to God. It's like candy on Halloween, fucking turkey on Thanksgiving. Literally every single time we went, he would just go and drop me every time.
Every time?
Yeah.
He's got those baseball bat type legs, you know, those long shins.
I don't know how he generates so much power.
He's just generally a big dude.
Very.
You know, like I was talking to him yesterday. He's like, yeah, I'm like 185 right now. I'm like, what?
He used to be a lot smaller.
Yeah.
He said he gained like 10 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, man. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He should be a fighter.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it. He's very good. You know, like he's a tough round there, you know. Like probably one of my toughest.
Oh, 100%.
And even like when you were just saying like when you first started training, when I first started training, like that's who, like, would kick the shit out of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he didn't really care.
Exactly.
Like, almost in a way, but it toughened me up, you know, and it got me a lot better.
True.
Yeah. But.
And you want to be a professional fighter, right?
I do. I would like to be. I mean, I hope so.
Yeah. No, it's sick,
I'm gonna
man.
keep grinding.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said before, you know, you're really getting a lot better. You're making, I keep going back to it, but leaps and bounds, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Leaps and bounds.
You know, it's only in due time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only gonna get better. So, whether it's kickboxing or whatever I want to do, you know.
True.
Like I feel like I could be a pretty good kickboxer if I devoted all my time to it.
100%.
Like started training like full time with it.
You gotta quit that fucking job, bro.
I know, dude. It sucks.
Explain to the people what you do.
So I am a hood cleaner, and most people are always like, "What the fuck is that?" But I go to restaurants and I clean the stuff that like they cook on, like the kitchen exhaust systems, because it creates grease, and if you don't clean it, it could cause a fire, etc. A lot of bad stuff can happen if you don't clean it, and you it's basically I just scrub grease for a living, almost. And you got to go up on the roof and clean the fans because the fans are connected to the hoods and whatnot. Oof. It's just, you know, it's tough work, but it does fit with my schedule. Like when I do want to train, I can go train whenever I really want.
True.
You know, I got a cool boss. Like my boss is awesome. So
that's solid.
Yeah, and he respects what I'm doing with like trying to fight and whatever and whatnot. So it's cool. But yeah, definitely. If I want to take it to the next level, I do need to start creating more time for training in general.
Yeah.
You know? It's just tough, man, because, you know, I got a car loan to pay. I got a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
So you need that money.
Well, that's the thing that scares everybody about following their dreams is, like, you know, the whole poverty aspect.
Yes.
The thought of, like, failing and still being poor, you know?
Yeah.
And then having nothing to fall back on.
That's what scares me, you know, not having anything to fall back on. But that's why every time I go to the gym, I'm working my ass off.
Straight up.
Like, working my ass off. And, you know.
And you do.
Yeah, and I do. And so do you. And everybody does there, you know. Like, everybody's on a mission there.
100%.
And everybody's there to get each other better. And that's why Lima's the best place you could train at.
I know. I love Long
I mean, the camaraderie, all that. I mean.
It's a fucking culture.
Yeah. Like, I graduated high school. I stayed home for college. Like pretty much my whole friend group went away to school. So, you know, I was alone in my hometown, just going to like my community, Suffolk, you know. And I was kind of, you know, like I quit sports or whatever. Like I wanted to play football in college, didn't really pan out. So I stayed home, and I missed being competitive and like, you know, like having people around me that wanted me to like succeed, you know.
100%.
And I went to the gym, and that's why I was always in love with like fighting. And I was like, you know, I wanted to learn how to do this, and like just like to be able to defend yourself too is a great thing.
100%.
Like, I go out now and I know I could, you know, as long as I'm not fighting a UFC fighter or somebody that's leaps and bounds better than me, I can hold my own. So, and that's why I was drawn to it. And I like the first time I ever stepped in there, I was like, damn, this is, you know, like this is it. Like this is what it's like being in like an MMA gym, and all the dudes were like all the guys that I could call some of my best buddies today. Like they were awesome.
100%.
You know.
Yeah. No, I mean that's exactly how I felt the first day I stepped in there.
Yeah.
It's a fucking culture.
It really is. And like just like learning how like going to like LaFleur's like first like kickboxing class, and like learning how to like actually like flow and like set stuff up and like how like striking actually works, where it's not like you're just like winging overhands like you're like in a street fight.
I still have that problem.
Yeah, sometimes. Like, I'm a trust me, I do it too. Sometimes I've been more technical though.
You have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been a straight Muay Thai savage, bro.
Yeah. You know, I would love to do a Muay Thai fight too, you know, like just train Muay Thai maybe strictly. You
should get on this card coming up.
I know, I want to so bad.
I'm trying to get on it. I think it's June 19th, bro. Juneteenth.
I want to so bad, dude. Like I'll do MMA, kickboxing, whatever.
I'm trying to do a kickboxing fight, and I think you should as well, bro. I think I really do, because everyone up here is looking to fight, bro.
Yeah.
There's been nothing happening for fucking a year and a half now.
I know.
So there's gonna be opponents galore.
I hope so.
You know? Yeah. And even if you lose, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like I want to just do it. Cause like when I first started training and whatnot, I was like, I don't really know if I want to take this like serious and like maybe like actually want to fight, you know. But I at the end of the day, I was like, you know, it's something I love to do. I'm obsessed with the sport in general, and I was like, if you know, 10 years down the road, I'm gonna be like, I should have really, you know, tried, you know, and that's what I don't want, you know.
Same.
I'd rather fail at it and know that I tried than would have brushed it off and like not knowing what I could have been.
Exactly.
You know? And that's what it is. That's the draw to it. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna be in 5-10 years now. You know, so fighting is like over time. It's like look at jiu-jitsu. Like how many years does it take somebody to get a black belt? You know, like
ridiculous.
10 years, like 12, 10
it's
years.
Commitment.
Yeah, it's just commitment and drive and just being consistent. You know, and that's how you get to where you want to be in the fighting world. If you really want to take it serious like that, I feel like, you know.
And that's why I'm confident that you'll make it.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
It's like it's all about the mentality, you know.
Yeah.
You can be the best fucking fighter in the world. You could be knocking people out left and right. You could be throwing right hands from fucking Zeus's asshole. You know, but
right hands from Sugarland.
but if you don't have the mental right, you know, you are 100% fucked.
Yeah, you got to know how work ethic works, you know, and the struggle.
100%.
There's nobility in the struggle.
There is nobility in the struggle, and people don't understand too that like when you do get injured or when you do hurt yourself, like the immediate reaction is like, oh my god, like this injury is gonna stop my entire career. Like this injury is gonna do this. Like I've seen that from like guys who aren't even fighting. You know what I mean? And it's like, but you have all these years left.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know fighting is a short career, but you still have all this time. You have all this time to make up for.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot who it was. It was like Rashad Evans, maybe, who started fighting at like 28.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think DC was always a wrestler, but he didn't start MMA full time until he was like in his 30s.
Exactly.
Which is absolutely nuts to me.
Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. I mean, no matter how great he is at wrestling, you still got to learn the whole MMA side of striking, like that whole aspect of the game.
And not only that, he went in and became a champion, a heavyweight champion.
A doubleweight champion.
Isn't that ridiculous, bro?
It's fucking,
and one of the goats of the sport.
It's motivating.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you look up to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Rose Namajunas even.
Oh my god.
It's shit that she's been through in her life. Like if you really look at her backstory and everything, you know, like that's just she's perseverance, hard work, and just like sticking to the grind. You know,
always persevere.
Yeah, always, man. It's better to take. taking the easy route is not the way, at least in my eyes.
Well, that's one of my favorite things about life is dealing with the difficulties.
Yeah, man. You know,
because
learn who you are.
Learn who you are, and not only that, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun because you have to like problem solve on the spot,
Yep.
and you have to struggle, and then when you're done struggling, you take a look back and you're like, wow, I can't believe I've just been through that.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, it all falls on you and how you feel about the situation of what's like putting you through that. Like,
True.
Don't get me wrong. I've come home from like Tuesday nights and I'm in my shower and I'm like, dude, like, just got my ass beat.
Yep.
Like, do I really, But then I think about it and I'm like, this is what I want to do. Like, I take it, take it for what it is.
100%.
Because it's what I want to do, and you may feel like shit sometimes after it, but the next day I wake up and I'm motivated to go back at it. You know what I mean? And that's what's different about it.
Yep.
You
could have a sore face, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's always good to go back and get a black eye.
Yeah,
and then you go back and you get a fucking sore leg.
I'm just healing off of 2 black eyes. From
really?
Yeah, from the first Saturday. Yeah, that other Saturday where I didn't bring headgear.
Oh, week.
I looked like a raccoon for like a week straight. I had to go to my cousin's engagement party. I got 2 black eyes. Everybody's like, how's the other guy? I'm like...
He's fucked up.
He's fucked up.
I got mugged.
I got jumped.
Nah, that's always good. That's always the funniest shit. When you have like a bruise and then everyone's like asking, oh, what happened, bro? Like,
yeah, and it's like, oh, I do MMA. He's like, you do MMA? Like, yeah, I mean,
It definitely helps.
Yeah.
It definitely helps a lot to go walk around with a black eye sometimes, as much as you hate getting punched in the face. But it does like deter a lot of fucked up situations, I feel.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely, and it's cauliflower ear too, bro. Like,
have you gotten it?
I have not.
No.
But it's always like, there's that saying where it's like, if you see a guy with cauliflower ear, you don't fuck with him.
Don't fuck with him.
Yep. Because that guy's going to fuck you up.
He knows a discipline that you don't.
Exactly. He's going to take you down and he's going to drown you in deep waters.
Ragdoll you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I've seen my share of bar fights, and
that reminds me of the cauliflower ear or whatever. Did you see that? It was like a few months back. These kids were at like a college bar, like in the bathroom.
Yes.
And it was 2 like Texas, or I could be wrong.
I think
it was 2 college football.
Ohio State.
Oklahoma.
Like Oklahoma. Yeah.
2 Oklahoma wide receivers. Now these are D1 athletes. Let it be known.
Yep.
They start shit in a bit. I don't know the full story. I saw the video though, and
Same.
they're starting shit with a kid who's got cauliflower ear, and
bad choice.
they push him in the face or push him in the chest or whatever, and then once you touch the dude, it's on. Then you know.
Yeah. Well, apparently he had restraint because he had a bloody nose when the video started.
Yeah, you saw him wipe his nose, and then he throws the right hand.
Exactly. So what that means is that he had enough restraint to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
And still hold back.
I know. He finally snapped.
Good man, though. I mean, because he proved a point.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you can
completely
never
dominated.
Yeah, no, that was...
And that kid probably had, like, what? I'd say a good 25 pounds on him.
Oh,
I mean, those kids are, like, D1 wide receivers where your build needs to be, like, you're, like, 6'3"-ish, 6'4", like 200 pounds probably. Sick athlete.
Yeah.
And you're just getting ragdolled on a bathroom bar floor.
Oh, my God. Dude, fucking... You know, and that's, like... Gosh, it's just so
no
crazy.
one to throw and no one to hold, man.
Exactly.
You know? Live to fight another day.
100%. Yeah, I wonder how that man's feeling now.
Not good.
One time.
He went viral for getting his ass beat.
Oh, 100%.
And he looked like the dick.
Well, he was the dick, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he was. I don't know the full story still, you know, but I'm sure he was the instigator of that.
Oh, 100%. I mean, just look at... He was just trying to, like, stand over the guy, you know, and be like, what's up, bitch?
Yeah, and his buddy in the back was like, fight me, fight me. And meanwhile, like, 2 minutes later, that kid gets...
tossed.
Like, just hip tossed into a wall, and his eyes, like, falling out.
Oh, my God.
You know, you gotta learn you gotta know who you're fucking with. That's why you gotta know how to defend yourself, too.
Yeah.
You know? Jiu-jitsu for that kid in that bar fight, that was...
It won him.
Yeah.
It won him the fight.
He, like, dominated him on the ground for, like, 20 seconds. It was, like, a 20-second sequence of just him flowing.
Straight.
Yeah, just, like, straight mat flowing.
That was good shit.
Yeah.
And that was, like, it was such a
putting on for the MMA community.
Yeah, right? Nah, bro. One time, like, speaking of knowing how to defend yourself, it just brought up this great story in my head about when I was in 6th grade. It was the end of gym class, and we used to have to like stand in the hall, like behind this line or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And this 8th grader he was probably about your height, honestly. He was just like,
It's a big 8th grader.
he was like surfing through the crowd, like head down.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but I like tried to like trip him or something. Just like pure dick move. And bro, so he gets up and he's like, what the fuck? Like, and he starts like getting in my
smoke?
face. Yeah. He's like getting in my face and shit. And I was like, he's like spitting on my face. And so I went, slapped him on his chest. Bro, he went, what the?
He hit you?
One shot.
Right where? Right in the fucking face?
Right in the face.
Oh.
And I didn't get knocked out. I wasn't hurt, but I was just standing there like,
yeah, probably like, what just, did I just get hit in the face?
yeah, bro. I was literally just like.
First time.
Yeah, I was just in shock and I was like.
Yeah, like, that was unusual.
Yeah, bro. I was like quivering and shit. And then, bro, I'm walking down the hall.
Yeah.
I just started laughing, bro. I don't know why. I just started dying laughing. And I had this kid coming next to me. He's like, are you crying, bro? And I was like, nah, bro, I'm dying.
It's like, I just got hit in the face.
I don't think I've ever felt so helpless in my life.
Yeah. Nah, that's another reason why I got into it. I wanted to learn how to handle myself.
You ever gotten into a fight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I mean, I've been in a lot of altercations in high school and all that shit, you know, just
Boy.
like over the summer, actually, like I didn't really get to use like any, like I don't know, but it was these dudes from Alabama, like they like
Long way from home.
Yeah, like a girl from Comac goes to Alabama, whatnot. She had like a house party over the summer.
Okay.
And her friends came from Bama,
Mm-hmm.
and they you know, like they got that preppy look going, and just like, you know how it is.
Frat boys.
Yeah, frat boy, like
I get you.
to a T.
Straight.
So,
My kind of people.
definitely not mine. I'll be honest. No, but they started in with one of my buddies. Like they threw a drink on him or something, and like
Oh boy.
it was like super early in the night where like accidents like that shouldn't really be happening yet.
Yeah.
And like it's not an accident, you know. So like we kind of drawn like the whole night, and then like just one thing led to another, and I was kind of like one of my buddies. He called this one kid from Bama was calling us white trash, and like we're not, you know, like we come from blue collar, like working hard families.
Yeah.
We're not white trash, you know. So we took offense to it, obviously.
Of course.
Like it was like kind of like looking at me too, like being like, you're white trash, and I just like, you know, like kind of saw red, and then my buddy swung at him, missed, I think, got kind of like went to a clinch type thing. It fell to the ground, and at the moment, like people are kind of like people around my town kind of knew like that, you know, I've been kickboxing for a little bit, like doing that stuff, so they didn't really want to like one of my buddies that I played football with, he was keeping a real hard restraint on me because
Good man.
yeah, no, for real talk. Shout out to, his name is Vinny. Shout out to Vinny.
Hey, how you doing?
Vinny, how you doing? But yeah, he was kind of holding me, and then like I was in this big friend group or whatever, and kind of nobody helped out
Yeah.
except for one of my other buddies, and like I was like, you gotta let me go. Like it was like 6-on-2 or whatnot.
Oh my god.
So I finally got free or whatever, and I just like full out sprint into this pile and just like tackle it, and like it's like a huge mess, like everything, like there's so much going on, and you know it's a fight, you know, it's a lot of shit going on, and I just kind of like looked for the kid that started with me, like singled me out, and like kind of started the whole thing really.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like kind of like on all fours, like almost like on the ground, like a weird position, right?
Yeah, right.
So I grabbed the back of his head, bro, and I just gave him an uppercut, like hard, like bad. And then I got tugged away, and all my buddies, we dipped. But yeah, I mean,
It happens.
a lot of fights like in like 9th, 10th grade and all that, you know, it's just like come from a like Comac it's not like a tough town or whatnot. It's just like, you know, we weren't soft about like beef or whatever.
Nah,
you know?
beef was big in Comac, bro.
Yeah,
I remember your football team used to be beefing.
Yeah,
a lot with like fucking.
we had a huge fight with Kings Park actually in a scrimmage, in a round robin scrimmage. I used to play quarterback, so I threw a post like it was perfect to my buddy Brendan. Shout out to Brendan. And he scored or whatever. And he was in the end zone, and like some kid just like full out tackled him, and I just ran down the field and just started like throwing hands, like with like helmets on, like we're just throwing hands, like
That's weak.
It would cut like the sidelines cleared and shit, like it was nuts.
Crazy times.
Yeah, Kings Park and Comac.
Rivalry.
Yeah, a little bit.
Straight up. Nah, I feel you.
And we weren't even in the same division. It was just like
A scrimmage.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, you're 5 minutes down the road from me, like fuck you, you know?
Yeah. Nah, it was always like that with like Deer Park and fucking North Bab.
Yeah.
Deer Park and West Bab.
I used to 7-on-7 scrimmage Deer Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
Maybe I would have played against you then at one point.
Yeah, maybe.
I fucking played 10th grade and 11th grade. And what grades did you play?
All throughout.
So I probably
probably
once or twice.
Maybe that's why I don't know. I definitely have probably seen you, honestly.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
The bench.
The bench. The bench. Yeah, but what did you?
I would do like running back and linebacker.
Nice.
And that was in junior year. In sophomore year, I played sophomore and junior year. Sophomore year I was a lineman because I was a fat kid, bro. I was fucking 5'9", 5'8", 215 pounds.
Wow.
I was a chunker.
Mm.
Yeah.
Worked all the baby fat off though.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had no choice, bro.
Yeah.
There were only 2 ladies knocking at my door, and I wanted all of them, you know. Nah.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
You know.
Nah, yeah, but high school sports.
Yeah, high school sports, man.
Good times. Oh, the cameras went off again. Fuck me. You know what? Honestly, I think that'll be a good place to call it. Yeah. Let's go fucking smoke a cigar and chill.
Yeah.
John Rose, it has been an absolute pleasure, my man.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's dope.
You're the man, bro.
You're the man, dude.
Solid podcast.
Solid.